and I look down, and all your fears around the ground. Then you said, all I ever wanted was to love like this. All I ever needed was to feel like something more than a closed door flat on the floor. I can offer so much more. All I ever wanted was to feel at ease. All I ever needed was to get up off my feet. 'Cause I believe in love. Hold on just a little. Want me right here in the middle ground.
Hello and welcome everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to welcome you to World League Esports. WLE is your new home for esports. Today has been an amazing day. We've had so many matches. We started off with 80k going against Omnius Gaming. Then we had Regicide versus Runshark White. Right now, though, we are getting into the lower bracket playoffs. My name is Olympus and I'm here with Sunset. How are you?
I'm not doing too bad. And yourself, Olympus?
Not too much to complain about, as we are about to get into some amazing siege action here. And DNMK versus Tribe Simba. What are your thoughts going into this?
Tribe Simba has had a tough run getting here to the stage. DNMK as well. They took 2 L's in their group stages against Viben and against ATK. I'm thinking DNMK do take this game though, 2-0 against Tribe Simba. But I do hope that the games are close.
I think that Tribe Simba do stand a chance, though I agree with you, DNMK did struggle in the group stage, and that kind of tends to happen when you're against ATK and Vibin. The same case with Tribe Simba, they had a little bit of trouble playing against Regicide and some of the other teams in their group, and it's kind of really difficult for me to say who's going to come out here on top. But let's get right into it. My prediction is that Tribe Simba will walk away with at least one map. And this is, I guess, a reminder at home that this is a best of 3. So there are 3 maps that we'll be playing. We'll be starting off on Cafe, and then Villa will be the second one. And Theme Park, if we do get to it, will be the decider.
Yes, so they are going to be... Hopefully we do get to Theme Park, because we do want to see that map. That third map is going to be a cool one. I do hope to see it though, because we have not yet seen Theme Park much. I think we saw it with OG and Dark. That was the one time we've seen it this tournament, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, we got into bans. We got IQ, Nomad, we got Clash, which is awesome. And then the last ban is going to be interesting. Let's see. So yes, shout out to Regicide, who got picked up by Bravado. That is a massive org in South Africa, so we want to see how that's going to be in the near future. And Mirror ban, so IQ, Nomad, Clash, and Mirror taken off the board in this Cafe Dostoevsky game. Tribe Sim started on attack, DNMK started on defense, so we've got a pretty good advantage for DNMK heading on into this game already. And the individual skill, I do think, has to lean in favor of DNMK, as they have players such as Crushers, Leventus, who used to be an ex-ATK player, Danderman and Mario, and Jason, who is a coach-turned player. So we want to see this stack doing something, and we want to see them get further than where they are right now.
Absolutely. And talking about former ATK players, Jason is one of them. Like you mentioned, he was the coach, but now he is playing, leading by example, I would say, as a general who would lead his army into battle at the forefront. A big shout out to Regicide, like you said, that was huge for them today. They won 7-1 and then 7-2 against Runshark White. Getting picked up by Bravado is, of course, what we love to see here in the scene. We love to see talent getting recognized, and all the best to them in their future endeavors. I'm sure they're going to go far.
100%. We saw what the team could do today against Runshark White. Absolutely dominant performance against them. And there was a very, very amazing showing from Dearvan as well, who was just arguably the strongest player in South Africa right now. He is taking everyone out. No one can stand in his way. So Corsa Rowan has a little bit of worrying to do, because most definitely Divan is there, and he needs to be noticed as one of the best, if not the best player in South Africa right now. But that is not the game we're going to be talking about. Now we have DNMK versus Tribe Simba as we head on into this first round. We're going to be defending Bar Cocktail. And I do like that setup that we saw Mario playing downstairs with that Mozzie. We always like that downstairs pressure inside of Train and Mining. And we're going to be seeing two players playing around that area, as it's going to be the Jaeger and the Mozzie. Because we have a C4 on the board, so that's going to be really, well, C4 on board from below, which is going to be pretty important for taking out these players that want to try and get into the piano area. So that is definitely going to be interesting to see if Mario is able to land any C4s. We saw Runshark White landing a bunch of them against Berserkers yesterday, and we saw ATK landing a bunch of them against Tribe Simba the day before that. So C4s are going to be a big part, and here comes out a grenade to take out this Electro Claw. Does it get it? It does indeed. So the wall is going to be able to get open now by the ace on the roof by JJ. And we're going to be seeing a fairly default take here from Tribe Simba.
It's a default take, which I would say the response to a default setup here from DNMK. The only real deviation, like you said, was the roam downstairs from Mario, which we haven't seen much of. Maybe that's also due to the fact that there isn't much pressure coming out from Tribe Simba trying to clear down below. However, we do see here Azza trying to pick through the hatch to get anything, but the first one fall on the side of Tribe Simba is Merlin. That's the Zofia down as well. With about a minute to go, still lots of utility she could have taken out, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult for the side of Azza, who's the last Ash player on the side of Tribe Simba. But look at this, he's doing it work. He's got 2 kills here, going for a third. Will he find it? No. Actually, right now it's a 3v3, and Crushes is on such low HP on the side of DNMK.
Very interesting push there from Aze. He's able to pick up 2 for himself, and almost taking out Crushes there, who's left on about 25 HP. But we see those angles from below being played there by that Mozzie Mario. And Aventus gets a great shot onto JJ, and that is the ace down. Ledo is down as well, and it's all down to the Ash player. If there's anyone on the team that can do it, it is him. And Aventus gets down, and that is left up to Crushes and Mario, and this could be a very interesting taker. He definitely could win this. If he's playing this right, he can swing it out and get at the one, but he picks up the triple. That's a down play down. 15 seconds down, not much time. He has to go downstairs. I'm not too sure why he's going downstairs. He doesn't have the time for this.
He doesn't have the time, he doesn't have the diffuser either, and I don't think this round is going his way. Short of a miracle here. He's trying to find the last 2 players, but they're playing it so safe. DNMK take the first round. And I have to say, I didn't think they were going to win that one, simply because of the brute force that Azza was bringing as he charged his way into sight. Then went on to get, what was that, a 4K? I think he had a 4K in that round. Coming out from DNMK, as they do take the first one. So they will be going down to Reading Room and Fireplace, which we have talked about before being statistically the best site for defenders on this map. Right now, Tribe Simba need to maybe rein in Azza a little bit if they want to equalize it and then go from there.
We'll see where they go from there, but that was a great showing from Aza. But I'm not entirely sure what was going through his mind when he went downstairs. He actually had a very good chance to win that if he just played aggressively upstairs. And if he was maybe able to take out that Jaeger, no, it was Crushes, who had 25 HP. If he was able to take out Crushes, it was all left to Mario, who was also pretty low on HP. So that was a very winnable round for him. But already a great showing from that Ash player. So we do hope that he is going to be there for his team till the end, because it's going to be very... Oh, is he a pre-play C4, which can be very interesting. Mario just putting that downstairs. And we're going to be seeing a 4-man hold upstairs right now. Yes, that is how you want to hold this site, because upstairs, it's basically defending upstairs with extra step. So that's what I see from the site. And yeah, a pretty standard lineup yet again from Tribe Simba, opting the gridlock due to the fact that Nomad was banned, and the sledge for the vertical play. So I do like this setup indeed.
Moss is going to be very important on this attack. As you said, the side is reading, and that vertical play comes so it becomes so influential. It comes in clutch here when you're trying to find the anchors who are anchoring down on site. The setup coming out from DNMK is nothing too out of the ordinary. Usually, I would see a castle in the place of the Pulse, who is on Jason right now, simply because the whole point of defending Reading Room by playing upstairs is to waste as much time and as much utility as possible, and then just fall back to site. And castles, barricades, they are one more thing that the attackers have to worry about. This time, though, there will be none of that. There will be instead Mozzie Pests, Mute Jammers, and a player in, I think that's Mario. Ooh, Jason, the C4 comes out, gets Azza. That's the star player from last round. He's not going to be doing anything starry this round. And the pre-placed C4 from Mario still hasn't gone off. So right now, Tribe Simba could be getting felled off yet again.
It could be a very interesting C4, but a good one from Mario, also from below the Pulse, picking up the Ash. So that is the Fragger off of the board, and a bunch of utility as well, as Ash has those 3 breaching charges now. So that is definitely very important. And Sophia missed the the Banshee, but that is unfortunate. Merlin getting droned in here, and he's able to pick up a frag onto Mario as he falls and he pushes down the stairs. JJ actually falls to crushes, not Merlin. Merlin doesn't know there's someone upstairs here with him right now, and this could be very bad. Mario, or who is it? Sorry, Levent is, and actually he's traded out. Not before taking out Merlin. Moss with that trade, and as 2 versus 3 is a very winnable round for the attackers here. Ledo and Moss, both good operators to have right now. They both have that vertical play options, but only 45 seconds on the clock. He sees his foot. This could be a very good frag, but no. He is unable to thread the needle, and Dandaman drops just about 40 HP. Crushes and Jason still full HP. As I say, the Crushes has dropped to 20, just dropped to about 10 there, not 20. And 30 seconds on the clock. Moss and Ledo have the health advantage. They can most definitely win the round, but Jason has so much utility on the board right now still with his pulse scanner, heartbeat scanner, and Ledo, he's still on the roof right now. It was 20 seconds on the clock. That is not a good thing. He most definitely needs to get downstairs and start making these plays. As Moss drops the hatch into the laundry room, and he makes his move into the reading room, but he's unable to pick up the frag. Dandaman on 1 HP, but he'd swing wide and takes out Ledo. So low HP, but it doesn't matter if you're on 1 or 100, you can still use your gun.
Oh my, that was quite a long-range shot from the shotgun there, but like you said, the last gridlock there was on such low HP that even one single pellet would have felled her. Moss, like I said, he did well to stay alive, and he wasn't picked off immediately, so he did favor his team in that he had the sledgehammer to bring a lot of that vertical play out there, but we didn't see much of it, and I think that's mostly because Tribe Simba took quite a bit of time trying to clear out the presence of DNMK upstairs, and in the end, they just didn't have enough time to do much vertical play at all. And then, at the same time, Tribe Simba, I feel like they missed a few shots which could have changed the flavor of that round into their favor. Crushes there was on such low HP. Same with Dan, the man whose feet were getting shot from white stairs. It was just so close. And Sunset, yeah, it was a winnable round there. But DNMK will be taking us to Kitchen, and let's see how they're going to set this up. I always like to see the freezer and that little small bakery side of things.
Moss was able, like you said, to land the shots, but unable to capitalize on those kills, just putting everyone to such low HP. Yes, Cafe is a very slow map. You really have to take your attacks one step by another. So that's why you just saw that top floor control. You need to first get control of the top floor, and you push the defenders back downstairs, and then you start trying to set out your execute onto that site downstairs. Because site is an upstairs. So if you have 15 seconds on the clock and all your plays are upstairs and you don't have any presence downstairs, it's not the best thing, because the defenders can just play time and win the round like that. Aza trying to get his drone through this one hole, and he's actually going to be able to do it. Good droning skills from there. And yeah, we're going to be seeing Kitchen, so that's going to be the 3 floors of this map being played out. The exact same setup coming out from Tribe Simba as we see the first 2 rounds. And DNMK a very similar setup, except Jason, he's going to be playing on that Aruni right now. Aruni brings a lot to the table with her Syria gates, and I like her as an operator. She has a good gun, the Roni P10, which is a very fast-firing, small magazine weapon, not slow, very quick actually. And Aza, let's see if he has any influence this round, as he was shut down by a C4 last round very quickly before he was even able to do anything. And there's actually some, that's unlucky. Dandaman gets kicked from the game, and then he's going to move off the board. and that is their support player, who is just that glue and that little bit of stick that they all need to stay together. But the thing is, right now, DNMK 2-0 up, I don't think it's going to hinder them that much.
Yeah, if things were to ever be looking good for Tribe Simba, they would be looking good right now. As Dandaman reconnects, he will not be able to play this round. Going back to what you said, Sunset, this map is large and it tends to favor you if you play it methodically. Now, do you think that... Sorry, Tribe Simba, not DNMK. Tribe Simba, the ones on attack. Do you think that they are making progress in getting map control? Because they took a bit of time clearing out that bar cocktail and the rest of the top floor when there was no presence there at all.
They are making progress, but it's just how fast they're making their progress. They're really not able to make up this ground as fast as they need to be doing. Because DNMK, they're able to play defense. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to feed Tribe Simba anything. As I say that, Merlin, he's presenting himself to Leventus, and Leventus was almost able to smoothen man count out, and that would have been a 4 versus 4, but Merlin escapes with his life, and Leventus with about 50% of his HP as well. And we see 45 seconds on the clock, and not much progress being made either. A little bit of vertical play, but not any pressure onto side just yet. The only point of contact was Merlin and Leventus. 30 seconds on the clock, and yeah, this isn't looking good for Tribe Simba yet again. They're just playing these rounds a little bit too slow, and JJ's actually able to pick up Crush, and that's a big kill, because that opens up that side for them, but it doesn't matter because Ace is taken down, and a quad kill from DNMK. It's all orange all of a sudden, and it's down to Ledo with 15 seconds on the clock, and he has to find a 1 versus 2. This round was looking so promising for them with that early round advantage, and now it's just all crumbling, and the Jaeger's probably going to be able to pick him up here, but he misses a shot, and he's able to get into side actually, but that doesn't matter as there's no time, and Leventus picks up the kill. They're just playing it a little bit too slow right now.
I agree with you there that Tribe Simba are kind of taking too much time on their attacks, and it cost them. It really did cost them there. They started off with the top floor. They immediately, or rather they quickly found out that there isn't any DNMK presence there, and then they moved on down to the second floor. But from there, they were a bit slow in moving into the execute phase of their round. They should have had the freezer wall open, the wall in bakery open, and some kind of pressure in terms of moving those anchors out of their positions. Because like you said, DNMK didn't need to do anything. They can just sit pretty in kitchen, watch angles, and try to challenge vertical angles like we saw Merlin taking so much damage. But, yeah, Tribe Simba, they kind of failed on the execute phase. So now that DNMK have made a world tour and they're going back to bar cocktail, this time surely Tribe Simba know what to expect. They must know where the weaknesses are, and hopefully they can adapt and get themselves around on the board.
We do want to see Tribe Simba making some progress here. They're making progress, but a little bit slow, and that's not granting them any rounds, as DNMK is winning these rounds out in the last 20 seconds, basically, as Tribe Simba just are able to run the race, but not get to the finish line in time.
We see a similar setup coming out from Mario as the one he had in round number 1. He's setting up a couple of tests to snag any drones he might find, and then probably going to C4 someone who tries to rappel into Ticket. However, there is droning coming out from Tribe Simba, and they know that there's presence of someone there in that piano side of the map. I think that was Crushers. Not entirely too sure though, but standard stuff coming out here from Tribe Simba, getting the hatches open, going red stairs, and then moving from there onwards.
A little bit of progress being made here by Tribe Simba, as they do spot out that person playing in piano, which gives them a little bit more intel. And that is the thing, they are able to get this intel, but they aren't able to act on it fast enough. So they have the information, but like you were saying, the executes are just a little bit slow, as we are dwindling down a minute, and no one has even entered the building yet. But Jason, he's taken down by Merlin. That is a good entry frag for Tribe Simba. Someone is playing very close on that window. That is going to be Crushes, as he could make a run up right now and take out Merlin, but we will not see that happening just yet.
We go into not round number 2, but 2 minutes now are left on the board, something short of 2 minutes, and Tribe Simba are making progress. At least they've got the first opening kill. They are gaining control of this pixel side of the map and trying to flush out anyone who's playing inside here of the bathroom with a shotgun. Usually that would be a mute such as Dandaman, and I think, yeah, he is holding that angle very tightly. So if a nade can come out here from Moss, actually he doesn't have any, chooses to peek, but he's fell from white stairs, and right now it's just all orange. Make that and blue one. Aza finds a kill there. He's going ham. JJ Meister is attempting a plant here. Make that a 2v3 as he's stopped in his tracks by that people from Mario below that we're talking about. Ledo is soaking up bullets here. He attempts to go for a replant. It's just bodies falling to the floor right now. And the last one left standing is Aza. And he's felled there by Mario. That was a quick round.
That was a quick round. That's what we like to see. They got into side there, but a little bit of mistakes there. I'm not too sure what Ledo was doing. He just was soaking the damage up, was looking the wrong way. And then he just walked straight on into the line of sight of Leventus, and he got his head taken off cleanly. And so far, speaking of cleanness, DNMK are making this look really easy as they are up 4-0 right now, and they go back to Reading Room.
Something needs to happen here for Tribe Simba to get their foot into the water and put a round on the board. It's understandable that they are kind of a new squad. They haven't been playing together as Tribe Simba for such a long time. I think they got picked up just as the WLE 10K was starting. So there might be some teething problems there. That doesn't excuse their performance though. 4-0 is kind of scary on a map such as Cafe, and given that they are on attack, they need to get at least the next 2 rounds if they want to have a chance at taking this map.
They do need to pick up rounds, but this is a very defender-sided map, so even if they would pick up these 2, they're in a pretty decent position. But DNMK is looking to not give them anything right now, as they've taken these 4 rounds very cleanly, with maybe a little bit of faltering here and there, but other than that, they've shown us that they're learning from their games with ATK and DNMK. Sorry, with ATK and Vibin. And this is looking a lot stronger from DNMK. This is what we like to see. Leventus, Danderman, Jason, and Mario all doing their part. Crushes, he's sleeping a little bit, but that doesn't matter when the rest of your team is fully awake and very dependable on.
DNMK are not giving anything away to Tribe Silver. Speaking of giveaways, we have one that's currently running right now. Actually, make that 2. There's the giveaway where if you can guess the team that will take the tournament in the end and win the grand finals, you stand yourself the chance to win a mouse mat and a jersey branded by World League Esports. So head on over to our Twitter page at World League ESP. And, oh, that's unfortunate. Marlin drops out of the game there. Hopefully he's able to get back. Anyway, comment on our pinned tweet on Twitter and you could win that.
You definitely
the other giveaway is the giveaway we're running right now. That's running for 24 hours. So there's just a little bit of time left. And if you're able to answer this question, you get into the giveaway. So, who are the first operators to lose their ACOGs in Rainbow Six Siege? Simple as that.
Fairly simple question with a fairly simple answer. And, well, what's not looking as simple right now is Tribe Simba winning a round right now, because Merlin dropped out of the game, and now there's a fear with a lot of you typically wiped off the board without even able to do anything. 1 minute 30, and Tribe Simba are just setting up upstairs, so yet again we're seeing these rounds a little bit too slow from them. And I'm not liking the odds in this one yet again. Crush is positioned upstairs. He has that MP5, which is very good at taking off heads. And Ledo, he tries to drone, but he is unable to, as Ledo is bested by Crushers, and it's all of a sudden a 1 versus 4 JJ. Mario picking up a double kill. Jason picked up one for himself, and Crushers with a double there as well. I'm not too sure what happened that round. That was very quick. It went from a 4v5 to a 1v5. 1v4, sorry, in a matter of split seconds. So, yeah, not the best showing from Tribe Simba right now as we head on into the last round of this first half. They need to give us something here.
Absolutely. Tribe Simba need to find an answer to the questions that DNMK are asking. DNMK are asking, are you ready for this? Can you take me on? Can you challenge me? And apparently, Tribe Simba kind of struggling with that one a little bit. That last round and the one before, they ended super quickly. There was still a minute plus left on the clock, and bodies were just falling on all sides, and the man advantage simply favored DNMK. I don't know if it's due to their superior gun skill, better placement, or maybe they're just more coordinated. I'm not entirely sure. That's something that Tribe Simba needs to find out, and they need to find out right now. 5-0 is not a good scoreline, no matter which way you look at it. And Sunset, I'm thinking, at this point, would you take a tactical timeout if you're the coach for Tribe Simba?
Most definitely would, because 5-0 on this last round, you need to pick up this round. You need to stop some momentum from DNMK heading on to the second half. Because if it's a 6-0, then it's just one little mistake can end the entire game. So you definitely want to call a timeout here and just slow it down, because DNMK are just running all over them. Tribe Simba went from being too slow to DNMK being way too quick for Tribe Simba to catch up. So either way, it's just favoring DNMK.
Absolutely. Right now, Tribe Simba will try to make a difference though as they go on this attack, and they switch things up a bit. Here we have the first Monty of this matchup being brought out. A fair choice, I would say, as he is very good at clearing out people who are holed up in those power positions, as well as gathering so much intel for his teammates. Right now, he will attempt to go into the bakery section of the map, try to find anyone who's playing in there. Ooh, a gunshot here from Jason and Merlin, leave both of them wounded, scarred but not dead just yet. Most right now is constantly pinging that Aruni is peeking behind that wall, so his teammates should be wary of this little rotation hole that's been made in the wall here. Right now, the pressure from Tribe Simba looks like it's all coming out from this bakery section of the map. Might be someone rotating over to the freezer side of things, though I'm not entirely sure. No, actually, all of them are on this side. Okay, so it's just charge into the site here as the Monty is leading the attack. Crushes, though, on the bottom of red stairs there, finds a kill. Dandeman finds another, and it's starting to look so dire and desperate here for Tribe Simba, as JJ Meister at least lifts up the spirits there by downing Dandeman.
Dandeman down, so is Jason, as Moss is able to pick up one on that Monty. 3 versus 3 heading on into the last 1 minute and 20 seconds of the map, so it's a pretty quick round yet again, but this time the numbers are favoring Tribe Simba. 3 versus 2, they know where the other two are. This flank could be really big, but Moss knows it, and Mario, he's the last one. He's left on the flank here, and he's got it all to do for himself. He has to take out Aza, JJ, and this Monty, which is going to be a tall task with 36 seconds of the time dwindling down as this bomb has been planted. So this is what we said, this is what we wanted to see. This round looking a lot better for Tribe Simba, as they will probably be able to pick up this one over here. Mario not being able to get anything, Moss playing this Montaigne so very well, and they just want this round. They're not going for this kill, but in the end it's going to be Aza with a good flick, it looked like, to take out Mario, and that's the first round on the board for Tribe Simba.
Alright, if you're a Tribe Simba fan, you must be feeling good right now, as the shot there.
What was that?
The shot there dropping to the ground and finishing off that Mario, who, in his position, man, you have to be sympathetic. How many times have you been playing ranked, and then there's a Monty who's just standing there menacingly? If the Monty is not standing there menacingly blocking off a doorway, he's approaching you menacingly. And there's usually so little you can do there. Most people start to panic, start to look for a way around the Monty, trying to knife him maybe. But when it's a 1v3 in a post-plant situation, and one of them is a Monty, it's just GG's at that point. So good on Tribe Simba. I love to see that adaptation coming out from them. The Monty was the little X factor that enabled them to win that round by far. So here we go. We've switched sides now. It's the second half of Cafe. Tribe Simba will now be defending, and they started out in, is this mining, dining, or? Yeah.
Yeah. That, like you said, that Monty is a very big part of their attack right now, and it's a shame they didn't bring out the Monty earlier. Maybe we would have seen a couple more rounds, as Moss, he's not doing too good on the frags right now. Let him get on the shields, and that's exactly what he did, and it worked out. And they got that round on the board, still not going down 7-0, as DNMK go into the second half 5-1 up. So not the best half for Tribe Simba, but not the worst it could be. So they do still have a fighting chance in this game, and they just have to take it round by round. As I would say, round by round, one by one, step by step, that's how you have to do it. JJ on the smoke, he needs to show up here. Smoke is so important in this meta. Judging by how these rounds have gone from Tribe Simba, if DNMK are anything as slow as Tribe Simba, this JJ is going to be very influential.
Oh, absolutely. And talking about metas, Rainbow Six Siege is such an interesting game because of how it has evolved over time. there was once a time where if you are a defender, it was such. Did that drone get destroyed by a breaching charge? Anyway, I was saying when you were a defender, there were times when it was absolutely oppressive because there was the Lion, Dokkaebi, Finka meta, and that was absolutely terrible to live through. And then came the Smoke, Glass, Ying meta. Most recently was the 20-second meta. And given the number of changes and the nature of the changes that have come into the game of late Sunset, would you say we're entering into a new, I don't know, maybe information meta?
Yes, an intel meta definitely. You need this intel, but also the thing is that one kill, due to the amount of utility on operators like such as Smoke, one kill can favor you an entire round. Like, if Thatch is taken off the board early, a round can be altered so quickly like that. And the Jaeger, he is almost taken down by that grenade, but not actually taking any damage, sorry. He was, but look at this, Crush is already, like, upstairs. They're pressuring this Jaeger upstairs very heavily right now. Merlin has a lot to do, and they're actually defending reading room dining. So I thought they were playing upstairs. And Aza, he's able to pick up Leventus. Aza's playing very well, 9 for 4 right now on that SMG-11 as well. And that is the entry frag gone with 2 drones. Look at that, still holding 2 drones, and they're all gone. You need to place those drones down before you die like that. Ash, there's no point of Ash having a drone. Set them the flank drones up, do something with them. Mario taking a little bit of damage, Aza from below. Aza, he's right now just the face of TSI. And as I say that, there's another for him. He is just them swiping them away from like their feet. He's doing so good and he's being so influential right now, and I just think he's got a good gaming headset.
He is playing absolutely beautifully for himself right now. First one to break double-digit kills here. Dan the man finds Merlin though, and it's starting to get hot here as walls are being opened, bodies are falling. Dan the man with a double for himself this round. And it's up to Moss, Aza, and Ledo to make something happen. Moss starts things off there, getting a kill onto Jason. Crushers peeks into side, he finds Aza who's prone. Somehow Maestro prone also down. It's up to Moss here, but he's cut down. Dan the man got a 3k in a span of what, 25-30 seconds?
That was a very great round from him. I'm pretty sure, yeah, on that Zofia, he just took out everyone. Pause please comes out, and this is a timeout that we're saying, but it looks like it might be a little too late as it's 6-1 on the board. DNMK taking it and they're looking to just run away with it right now. Tribe Simba did pick up 1 round on their attack. Defense is a lot easier. You just need to play as a team, and so if we can see Tribe Simba just slow down DNMK and get these early picks, we can most definitely see them putting more rounds on the board.
Last round was looking so good for Tribe Simba there. They had so much utility and bodies invested on that cocktail side of the map, and we saw how DNMK struggled to get rid of them. They spent quite a bit of time. They spent 2 EMPs on the top floor, and they lost 2 bodies there as well. Big shout out to Aza there on the SMG-11. Challenging the attackers vertically is not always the easiest thing to do, but he got 2 bodies there. But in the end, he was felled. I think he got a bit too aggressive because why was he proning picking the doorway? Not entirely sure what that decision was. But they looked so good. And then at the end, it just crumbled because Dan the man was finding them, picking them off one by one. I would say maybe they were a bit too aggro when they didn't need to be. What do you think?
Yeah. Aza, he probably could have just sat back down after getting those 2 entry frags for his team there and just let it slide past him. But instead, he got aggressive and he was taken out by Dan the man, who just that round stepped up and took out everyone. I most definitely would have said that if Tribe Simba played that round a little bit slower and a little bit more passive, they definitely could have had it in the bag.
I thought that was going to be a round for Tribe Simba for sure because they looked absolutely strong there to take it. Nevertheless, it is match point for DNMK on our first map in this best of 3, so all hope isn't lost just yet. If you're a Tribe Simba fan, don't feel too down. You still have 2 chances, well, 1 chance, I guess, if DNMK win this one, to take it, because after this we'll be going to Villa, and then if we get to it, Theme Park will be our 3rd map.
Yes, so there will be another map after this. And do we know map picks? Who was the who is this map? This map is DNMK's, correct? Yeah, DNMK did pick this map Cafe, and Tribe Simba picked up Villa. So yeah, it's going to be a fairly interesting one over there. We did see them versus ATK, and they went down 7-2, so they did put a couple rounds on the board, so it wasn't too terrible. But then again, one of them, ATK, was just using shotguns. So it is questionable if it was good, but yeah.
Yeah, speaking of Villa, that's a map that ATK have told us you do not take them to Villa because they were the first match of today, and their attacks, my goodness, they were clinical, they were surgical, they were just absolutely dominant on forcing Omnius Gaming on those attacks. So any team that's in this tournament and is going to face off against ATK, just make sure you don't take them to Villa. We don't like seeing 7-0.
Yeah, be careful with them on Villa. But then again, be careful on them with them on every map. OG was actually able to pick up a map against them on Consulate. So maybe if you wanted to take them to a map, take them to Consulate. But then again, OG just did seem super prepared and super ready for what ATK had to bring. Maybe a little bit of counter-stratting being brought out there, so that was very interesting to see. That was our first game of today, which ATK did in the end take 2-1 in maps, as they took Villa 7-0, which was, dominant, yet again, from the Kings of SA themselves right now. But seeing how Regicide played against Runshark White, I think ATK and Regicide are competing very nearly right now. We did see them last time in the finals where ATK was able to take it pretty cleanly, but yeah, we do want to see them again and see if Regicide have more to bring to the table this time. Moss, he's tagged to about 20 HP, and DNMK look poised to win this round and win this map off of this round. It's 1 minute 30 seconds on the clock. They're putting a lot of pressure onto this side. Moss low HP, Leto in the ground 6 feet deep. Aza, he's going to be this last line of defense here, or sorry, first line of defense here, as he's going to be the first point of contact, but they know exactly where he is and they know who he is. It's the mute inside a freezer, or bathroom, sorry, washing room, and he's taken out. That is it. This round is probably going to be DNMK. 3 versus 5, they do still have a C4 in the impact, but Moss so low on HP, it's going to be tough to even throw that C4.
Don't count them out just yet, as VG Meister gets the first opener for his team. He gets crushes, though he's immediately traded himself. The C4 from Moss goes out, does not connect. He has the red ping, he starts to shoot, but that's not the person you want to be shooting. Jason is the one you should find right now, as he's attempting the defuse. There we go. The diffuser has been planted, and the task has just become exponentially more difficult for Moss. He's pre-firing every single thing he can think of right now. But DNMK are on the top floor. That's where they're located. That's where they will be holding down angles, making sure there's no flank coming out from them. And surely this is a round for DNMK.
It was indeed. Very well played there. 7-1 in the end, DNMK take it, and we're going to be going to Villa next, where we did actually see DNMK play Villa before. It was a 7-5 against them. From Viben, so that was a good performance from Viben, and they were able to take down DNMK. So DNMK, we have seen Jason is on the top of the lobby, 3 for 4 for 4, while Dan the man is 11 for 1 for 2. Wow, okay, that's interesting to see. You gotta love Siege. But it just shows kills aren't the biggest thing, you know?
Yeah, definitely. There's so much more to Siege. It's not really a team deathmatch game, though it has been feeling a bit like that in the past. It's more a team-based game. So it's not about the person who can find all the frags and dunk on his noob opponents and then brag on Reddit how he has a 5.0 KD. It's more about being the team player and working with your team and leading them to victory. And it seems like DNMK were just doing that. They walk away 7-1 from Cafe. It's a strong scoreline, if I do say so myself. So now as we switch things over here, change gears, go into Villa, it is the last hope for Tribe Simba in this best of 3. The backs are against the wall, so you can bet they're going to be playing for their lives.
They are going to be playing for their lives. If they lose this game, they are out of the tournament. And there's no more second chances for them. This will be the last one that they see. So this could be the last map of the tournament that we see Tribe Simba playing. DNMK obviously wanting to get to that lower bracket finals. So if they win this, correct me if I'm wrong, they are going to be versing DNMK. If they win this, they're going to be versing, is it Runshark White? As they were knocked down to the lower brackets today as well. But I'm not too sure. We will let you guys know the schedule later on. We will not be streaming any games next week due to the fact that it is Easter weekend. So everyone gonna spend time with their families. You guys go to your families as well. Tell them you love them and everything. And well, we're gonna be getting into the second map very, very shortly. No, we're not.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but production, will there be a short intermission as we get all the players ready in the lobby? Okay,
We'll see you
so
guys
it
in a
looks
while.
like we will be going into a short intermission. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody, as we head on into the second map, being Villa, with Tribe Simba and DNMK. Tribe Simba will start off on defense this time, so they do have a little bit more of a breather here, because Villa, super defender-sided map, if played correctly. Also very a strat-heavy map. But DNMK, we see their strat book being pretty deep. Jason, an ex-coach for ATK of all teams. So you already know that their strats are going to run deep and going to run strong. And we did see them proving to be lethal last map, as DNMK took the map 7-1 against Tribe Simba.
7-1 is the scoreline coming out of Cafe, like you said. In this best of 3, though, the scoreline is 1-0 for DNMK. So they are coming out here they're coming out strong here. Tribe Simba are the ones who need to find something in this map, or else it's going to be good night GG's and lights out for them, as they will be knocked out if they fail here. So I want to see what desperation does to them, and hopefully they are able to put on beautiful siege.
Most definitely. They are fighting for their lives here, kicking for everything they're worth right now. As Ace is taken off the board alongside IQ yet again, so that is going to be DNMK banning IQ twice in a row right now. So obviously they have had some issues with IQ in the past, and that is a very strong ban, because Cafe and Villa both being pretty vertical maps, so IQ makes sense as a ban there. And Mirror also very strong, creating line of sights that shouldn't exist in the game, so fair enough. And Pulse is going to be Tribe Simba's ban, as they saw all my homies hate Pulse.
It's interesting to me that both IQ and Pulse have been banned here, because those are two operators whose utility can kind of interact very uniquely with one another. So I'm not sure whether that was a target ban, like the chat here seems to imply, or whether there's something deeper to that. We'll be starting off here right away. Trophy room, statuary. That's the secondary bomb site that Tribe Simba have decided to make the primary, as they bring on a Smoke, a Clash, who actually has been picked off onto a Maestro, a Kaid, Melusi, and Jaeger. So they have the utility and they have the setups to hold off against the attack that's going to be coming out here from DNMK.
Yeah, so that Clash was 6th pick off onto the Maestro. Maestro is a very good operator on this site. Just a very good operator in general, with a very strong gun being the Alder and that boom 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 shotgun, which Fox for some reason loves. And we saw him using it today against Regicide, but he actually got more kills with the Bailiff than the primary shotgun. So yeah, that is very interesting to see. As we head on into the first round, TSI on defense while DNMK on the attack. Thatcher is available, so that wall is going to be open fairly easily. Unless Ledo does trick, but he's putting down his electric claws, so I don't think he's going to be tricking. Yeah, no. Electric claws are placed already, so Crushers are just going to have an absolute field day with Thatchers here.
It must be so refreshing to be able to play Thatcher, considering how often he gets banned, to the extent that I think some teams are not even able to scream with him, because even in the scream, he gets banned. So Crushers, like said, he'll have a field day. Once the utility has been placed, all he has to do is click and forget. Though the change that came to Thatcher, I feel like it was a much needed one, though it didn't really change how we play the game as much as I thought it was going to. Nonetheless, the attack here is getting underway. 3 players from DNMK are downstairs here in this kitchen area. Oh, that's a nice claymore to prevent any flanks that might be coming from that hatch in master bedroom. So the 3 will be going downstairs. I'm not entirely sure if they're trying to hunt down any roamers or what the extent of this heavy body investment is, as I would be expecting them to jump into master and then get the wall and then go on.
Not entirely sure, but here it is. They got downstairs control, making sure there's not going to be any C4s being thrown up and taking their knees out. So Crushers, he's going to make his way upstairs and get these Thatchers out with Jason right there beside him to get this wall open. And that is what we want to see, this wall being opened nice and quickly. But the thing is, 1 minute sitting on the clock, and only now we're going to be seeing the wall open. So time is on the lower end of the spectrum, so they haven't made much progress. Jason taking a little bit of damage from that. We might actually... Yeah, there's the impact trick. That's good. That is very big there. As we... Oh, there's the flashbang taking out Mario's eyes, and Moss, he's down. So there's the grenade, and it's not going to be any more impact tricking. Merlin's taken out. That's the other impact player off the board. Ledo tagged to about 50 HP, 2 versus 5. He's taken off the board. It's all down to Aza and JJ on the smoke, and the Jaeger 5 versus 2. 50 seconds of clock, so now time advantage in DNMK's favor. Aza picks up 1 Leventus that is off the board to Ash, and now this round is back in favor of DNMK. 1 person playing below, and that's going to be Aza, and he's not going to have any influence on the round as he is just taken out by Jason. And a pretty clean first attack from DNMK. I like that. That was very strong there. Getting that wall open didn't even seem to matter that much. It was more so that entry frag with those grenades being taking down the Maestro, and then just it all started collapsing in on Tribe Simba.
Yeah, when DNMK find an opening pick, it's just an avalanche from there. 1 kill, and then boom, it's 2, and then 3, and then all of a sudden Tribe Simba are sitting around asking themselves, yo guys, where are they? What's going on? Are they planting? Where's the flanks? It's difficult right now to be Tribe Simba because they haven't won a round in a while, and it may be starting to get to them. Hopefully they are mentally prepared to take this all the way, because of course going into a best of 3, you prepare mentally differently than you'd be prepared for a best of 1. So hopefully they still have a lot of... Oh my, as I mentioned it, hopefully they have a lot of mental fortitude to deal with what could potentially be a very long night. But look at Moss, he's already taken half his HP off from a friendly impact. So those slip-ups, could they be a symptom of them starting to break mentally? To put it bluntly? I don't know.
Jason asks what he broke, and yeah, Moss just impacted himself, nuking himself. Not a good start to a round. You're already down so far. You don't need to be handicapping yourself even more. Danaman doing some aim labs on those windows, and yeah, that is just an unlucky thing that Siege does to you, where like it's just bad impacting in nitro selling yourself. Unlucky, but here we go. Going to be seeing a northeast attack coming out from DNMK, which is going to be pushing from master bedroom on their way up to landing, and then probably going for that default plant behind that vault door, or opening up that wall in games. But that C4 was very close to taking out Mr. Mario there. But speaking of close, Merlin is taken out by Dan, and that is a great shot, and the Jaeger's off the board. Merlin, we saw him doing quite a lot of heavy lifting. No, sorry, that was Aza. Merlin's still doing quite a lot last game alongside Aza, but they do still have Aza there on that bandit with a really strong gun being that MP7. This round is in favor of DNMK yet again due to the man advantage and that health advantage as well. A little bit of lag. I'm not too sure if it was lag. We saw a lot of lag like the other day with Ubisoft servers just being absolutely great.
Oh yeah, I don't know if it's a global thing because the servers on Apex have also been experiencing a lot of connectivity issues. So a big F in the chat there for all gamers who have to deal with this. Especially a bigger F for all the African gamers who already have to struggle with such bad things. But nonetheless, here we go. This one will be getting control of Vault, and that's so early as there's still a minute plus left on the board. The angles that are opening up into the site here are continuing to increase as the safe spots that Tribe Simba can play in continue to reduce. JJ Meister unleashes an early, what I would consider an early smoke canister, a toxic babe there. It doesn't do any damage, but Dan the man here, he's playing quite aggressively in the vault, trying to find an ingress into the site and pick off another kill for the advantage of his team, as they are right now with the advantage of man count, and they further that as Mario eliminates Azza. Dan the man gets Ledo as well. The plant is going down here. Will there be anyone to stop it?
Doesn't look like it, Crusher. He's on this 90 position, swinging everything, making sure that no one can stop this plant. Moss walks into a little bit of smoke, furthering his HP lower, and Crusher takes a little bit more damage. But now to retake. Moss on 1 HP here, no ammo. JG on his own as well, and he's taken out all down to the single HP, single player Moss. He just wants to find something here, but it doesn't look like DNMK are giving him anything. Ooh. Absolute firing squad there. Mario picks him up, and that is 2-0 on the board for DNMK.
That was 1 HP and a dream if I have ever seen it. He was in a 1v4 situation. He didn't have the time. He didn't have health. It was essentially unwinnable for him. But he tried his best, and it wasn't enough to stop the avalanche. Again, the absolute avalanche that is DNMK. Once they get an opening kill, Tribe Simba cannot find a refrag. And I don't know if it's because they're not playing off of each other. Maybe they're not playing physically close together to get those refrags, but every time DNMK are just able to get the opener, and then from then on the round is in their hands. Like you said, Sunset, the tempo of the rounds is being set by DNMK. Tribe Simba struggling to find an answer for that.
Yeah, the DNMK is laying out the plan, and Tribe Simba, they're accepting the plan right now. They're 2-0 down, and this could be over very quickly. As last map we do want to see is that is Theme Park, a very cool map, and that is going to be probably one of the last times we're going to be seeing Theme Park due to the fact that it's taken out of the map pool, the competitive map pool in Rainbow Six Siege, due to like Chalet being available now. But what do you like more? Do you like Chalet or Theme?
That is a tough question. Let's see what chat thinks. Chat, which map do you like better, Chalet or Theme Park? Personally, I think I like Theme Park better because of how much improved it became after it got its rework. Before the rework, the map was huge, and that train section of the map was a Caveira's playground. I cannot tell you the number of times I nearly got a heart attack because a cow was just ducking in and out of those train cars and trying to interrogate me. So I'm gonna go with theme park there. I like how it plays out now, and its rework was really well done.
It was well done, but don't you ever just wish we could go to some of these? I wish they kept them in the game, even just for like custom games. We can just go play old house, old theme park, old clubhouse, all of these things. Just it would be so very interesting to see.
True, but I don't think anyone wishes they could play old Hereford because that map was absolute garbage, in my humble opinion.
But then again, the new one is much better. So
yeah.
I wish they left House alone though. House was such a nice map, and now it's just House. Not too great. I like the old one much more. But DNMK, they're liking this right now. They're liking their position. They're happy to be taking this game cleanly so far, as they're going to be going on after this and versing, I'm not too sure who it is, but another team in this lower bracket, as they did lose to ATK and Viben respectively in their group stages. That is very unlucky.
Jason playing close and a very close angle on that breach here. He's so close to the bomb site, takes so much health off of Ledo here. Will the player behind the shield get naded out? No, it appears it got zapped by an ADS. He goes for a second one. Surely this one gets him. No, I think, yeah, there must have been a second ADS here. The first one got the first grenade. But look at how much destruction and havoc has been wreaked upon the site here. DNMK have opened up so many angles. They've set themselves up for this execute so beautifully. They even have the flank watch downstairs in the Ventus. So right now it's just about timing, gathering information, finding out where the players are, simplify the board a little bit, try to get a few picks, and then see if we can go for the execute. Ledo right now is probably going to be the first one to fall, as half a bullet even will take his life.
Ledo on a hair of health, but so is Dandaman. He's dropped to just about 1 HP more than Ledo, and the HP favoring Tribe Simba, actually. But as I said, JD takes some damage, and that's right back in the favor of DNMK. But 15 seconds on the clock in a 5-on-5? This is the 20-second ladder, but there it is. The defu is down, 5 versus 2, 4 versus 3, 3 versus 3, Crushes is down, 3 versus 2, 5 seconds. There's no way that DNMK can get onto this round, 2 seconds on the clock. And it's a 1-on-1. Actually, Levent is so close. He was able to put it down in a 1-on-1, but the other player was just too far away from to find, and that is Tribe Simba putting up rounds finally. There it is. Not taking 5 rounds like last map, they're able to bring the scoreline into 2-1.
That's got to be feeling good for Tribe Simba right now. I bet there's a lot of let's go in the chats, in their Discord, and hopefully that raises their spirits a little bit and the fire in their bellies can start to burn. Speaking of fire, we will be seeing the first Goya on this map. So I want to see where his shields are going to be set up, considering we're going to Aviator Games. And they're not bringing any wall denial, except, they're not bringing any wall denial. The Bandit has been switched over to a Vigil. Fascinating. Those walls in Study as well as the Vault wall should fall rather quickly, as there's the R3 EMPs and Hardwich on the side of DNMK.
We did actually see Goya being played on the side before by Ledo as well. And he put his shields, one by Study door and one on the Vault door, I'm pretty sure. So we'll have to see if he puts those up again. And Ace is swapping off of the Bandit, knowing that the walls are going to be open anyway, so maybe we'll just take another operator that has some form of use, because Bandit, he's just not cutting it right now, as Crushes has access to that Thatcher, and he's been using it very greatly to open these walls. So you know what, may as well just render Thatcher almost useless. But the thing is, the Melusi, she gets countered by the Thatcher. Diego gets countered by the Thatcher. But that's a lot less than just the Bandit being countered by the Thatcher. So props on them, making a little bit of micro adjustments here, adjusting to how DNMK are playing, and giving them all the chance that they can have to win this game.
Micro adjustment is the name of the game that I think Tribe Simba should be playing right now. Struggling to adapt to what DNMK are bringing. And it's not that DNMK, not to take anything away from them, but it's not like they're playing absolutely phenomenal. They're just doing, standard Siege stuff. Roam clear, get picks, set the diffuser, and then there we go. We have the round. So maybe Tribe Simba need to find out why aren't we finding... unfortunate there. Leventis almost loses his life to a C4 from below, I believe. And they are on this roam clear here on Astro Stairs, trying to find this Melusi who is being jackal pinged, being continually drawn. He chooses to run. He's booking it all the way down to the wine cellar. Doesn't want anything to do with what's being brought out by the attack from Leventis' side of things. On the side of Study, I'm not sure if there's any presence from DNMK, but considering how they've been doing their attacks, I don't think they're gonna be doing a split push.
It does look like that. 1 minute 30 seconds on the clock, but 4 of these people put all into trophy. So one good spray can collect 4 heads. Dan on the drone. He's just tagged out a little bit. Look at this swing. Leventis, he's taken down. And it's going to be Jackal re-peeking, but Merlin, he's fallen off. But Jason, good frag onto Merlin. He's watching downstairs. The default cam taken out. Mario positioned on this window. And we hear that Goyo shield being moved to adjust to the push being moved. I like that from Ledo. A little bit of an adjustment there, as we all know that those are big and very interesting, as they can alter rounds and win rounds as well. And there it is. Jason, he's opening up, but he's not going to be able to open up due to the fact that it is being impact tricked. And there he's trying to counter this impact trick. We'll see if it does work out, as this impact... No, it doesn't work out. And they don't even need the bandits to stop these walls being open. And now it's actually looking a little bit more scary for DNMK. So Aza, he's going to be showing us that that Vigil is going to prove to be a lot more fatal and lethal than that bandit. But Jason, he's going in for a plant. Leto swinging wide. He's going to be able to take out... Perfect play there.
Ooh.
That was amazing. Leto, he swung wide. He let himself die for that cause. But Dan, he just takes some plays. He's going to go for the plant, and nothing's stopping it, actually. Dan, he's not even being smoked off. The smoke missed. And it's a 3 versus 2. Crushes and Dan up against Aethermoth and JJ. And it's all down to a 3 versus 1. And it's all over. That round finished. Wow. Okay. Tribe Simba. They don't know he's down. They're just going to stick it anyway. All right. Fair enough. That's 2-2.
Okay, Tribe Simba, we see you. We see the comeback potential. We see that you've got something up your sleeves, showing DNMK how it's done. That round from DNMK was, I guess, as good as it could be. They took control early, but when they got to Vault, they struggled because, I was wondering whether it was the wise decision to remove the bandit and instead play a Vigil. It turned out it played right for them because they were able to impact trick. Like you said, they don't even need the bandit. They're able to impact trick the Vault. So what that does is it limits the number of angles the attackers have into sight. And we saw that those angles, the absence rather of those angles enabled there to be good counterplay from Ledo. Ledo picked wide. He knew he was going to die probably, so he took down the one planting the diffuser. And then after that, there was another diffuser. There was another attempt to plant the diffuser, but that wasn't successful. I'm actually shocked that it was, because while those smokes from Moss misplaced, did you say?
Yeah, they were misplaced. Ledo definitely won that round for Tribe Simba being very heroic, and that's his only kill. But if that only kills granting you rounds, I would most definitely rather have like 2 kills that won the 2 rounds than 10 impacted frags like Aza had last time. Can the admin do a, rehost for the server? Not, thing is, it's not the admin, it's just Siege servers right now. It's happening in all custom games. That's the issue. It was happening a while back, as well for me, while I was hosting with my friends. It's just Siege servers. It's not them.
It's a rather unfortunate situation we find ourselves in here, but we must go on. The show must go on, as they say, and right now it's proving to be quite a show, actually, as Tribe Simba have equalized, and they look so much better on Villa than they did look on Cafe. 2-2 is the scoreline here as we go into round number 5. They have chosen to defend Kitchen, which is interesting to me because yes, they could have gone Aviator game. No, actually they just won Aviator game, so I'm guessing. Oh, and they won Trophy as well. Okay, yeah, so they do go to Kitchen. Nothing too surprising there. I would have been surprised if they would have gone to the library bomb site instead.
Library is a very odd bomb site. You really have to know your strats there to play that site correctly. And now, look at this. Pretty quickly, DNMK is able to take this top control. But the thing is, they're very good at making these quick moves and gaining this map control, but they're just finishing is not the best. They need to be able to collect these rounds towards the end and finish it off, because Tribe Simba, they're holding on right now by the skin of their teeth, but they are still holding on, as we do have a 2-2 scoreline right now.
Right, so here we go with the vertical play from DNMK. They're trying to eliminate some of the utility in those shields, but then the man takes so much of his own HP out, trying to find that slim angle that will enable him to launch his impact to get that shield. It's quite unfortunate, which you don't want to be doing when you're attacking and you have a minute left, especially when you lose one body to Moss and a second one to Aza, but he's immediately claimed by the claimer of Crushers. They're starting things off quite early for this round, as there's still more or less a minute to go, and Moss is just left with 25 HP and one smoke to his name. The flanks coming out here. Merlin is able to find Mario, and will he find the Jackal? No, the Ventus shuts him down and then continues his stuff looking through the floors, but there is such a gas cloud in his face that he's forced to retreat, jump outside the window, and maybe recollect with Crushers, who right now here is on these pantry stairs trying to find something. Will Ledo pick him and get an easy kill, or will he be more passive? He's looking the wrong way. His head gets shot off there, and it's all up to the Ventus here with the close angle of the shotgun from Moss. I don't think he gets it. Oh, he gets one actually. Ledo falls, but Moss is there with the shotgun, like I said, to close things out here for Tribe Simba, and now the momentum is starting to build.
Tribe Simba, for the first time in this game, they're winning. They're winning 3-2. But the thing is, it is Villa, so if DNMK are able to pick up this round, they're in a good position for this second half on the defense. And judging by their strats on the cafe, I think that their strats might just prove to be that little deciding factor, and that's what gives them the edge in winning this game.
Who do you think, for DNMK or for Tribe Simba strats?
The DNMK strats. I think they're going to be able to just push it over and win this game off. Still going to stand by my decision and say DNMK take a 2-0. But it is Villa. So props to Tribe Simba for taking these rounds and winning this half, or at least tying this half. But I think that it still might not be enough.
Well, that remains to be seen, as there's still potentially so many rounds to go here. Round number 6 will take us back to Trophy and Statuary with more or less the exact same lineup we saw last time we were here. That was so, that was interesting to see Marlin squatting on that couch there, placing his Banshee. And here we go. They look like they will invest some utility on the side of Aviator Games to slow down the attack. And I'm not too sure how I feel about Tribe Simba's home game. What do you think, Sunset?
We've seen Aza, Moss. No, it wasn't Moss. It was Merlin who was able to pick up. No, it was Aza on that Melusi last round, or was it Legion? I don't know.
It was Legion.
It was Legion.
Yeah.
I like their double roams, which was very influential winning that round last time, which actually granted them a double kill. And although they both got traded out fairly quickly, it was just that little bit of like that stun factor that gave them that edge in the round, and they were able to win it out like that. And that's what they need. They just need to confuse DNMK and stun them. Like, what are you doing? You know, why aren't you playing like why you think we're going to play? And that's what's working right now. Aza, he's positioned all the way in the bottom, and we see Merlin, who's inside of China right now. So I like their roam game. I just think they need to be careful, because if DNMK get very aggressive onto site, they can lose the site very quickly, and in turn lose the round very quickly, because then it's a retake. And see, we saw Merlin and Aza, like I said, on that double roam, playing together very well. But the thing is, it's a 3 versus 5 essentially then, if they aren't going for Olympia. And we've seen if they get one frag, they're just going to move on into site. So it could be very big for DNMK to just push on into site when they notice that that there's not many players on this site. And then they can just win the round off of that, because I don't think Aza and Merlin have that potential.
Right, and the roam game suffers here because Leventis is also on the Jackal, though the first ones to suffer are Tribe Simba's. Ledo is shot off there, and he will not be doing any tricking here, which enables DNMK to open that wall from Master Bedroom. Merlin, though, is here downstairs in the kitchen side of things, trying to find anyone, but he won't. He will find them, though, if he comes up Astro stairs, as they are stacked up. They're Dan the man on a sliver of HP. Levent is there watching the flank, and Mario tossing nades, which is just getting shot up by the ADS. Talking of shot up, Jason there finds a pick onto Moss, and suddenly it's not so winnable as Merlin is left in a 1v5. He's going to have to ace clutch this if he wants to take this, and he will not find even a single kill as it's flawless for DNMK, bringing back the momentum in their camp there with a beautiful attack.
Very well played, great attack, and like we said, those rumors just weren't influential that round, didn't do anything. Sometimes it's just better to have players on site, but sometimes it is also just to have roamers to slow down the attack. But they didn't really have any point of contacts there, so it's just not too much. And there it is, Moss on the Monty. We saw how influential it was on that last round of Cafe, but it's being 6th pick. All right, I would definitely stick the Monty because Sledge is not very big, especially on Aviator games. He has the nades, but not much more than that.
Need to locate and defuse
I have to agree with you there, Sunset. I would have loved to see the Monty because he was so successful on that kitchen attack for Tribe Simba on the last map. Choosing to 6th pick off it might be the moment in the tournament where you look back and think, man, we could have played that differently, maybe we would have won.
Most definitely. That might come back to bite them in the bum, but they're playing not me, so we'll have to see what Moss is thinking to do with that Sledge. Like, I just think Monty brings a little bit more to the table than Sledge, especially for this site. Because there's no vertical play, only from below, so if anything, I'd rather play the Buck.
Yeah, Buck definitely shines in vertical where he can shoot up, as with the Sledge you really can't swing your sledgehammer up into the ceiling, except on very, very small and exceptional spots in maps where like you can stand on a chair and then Sledge looks above you. So Buck definitely shines there, and he is the better operator in my opinion, even though he lost his nades. Man, F in chat for Buck. I've never quite recovered from Buck losing his grenades. I was such a Buck main, and I used to love nading people. I had mastered the recoil on the C8, which was such a feat for me.
Also that ACOG, which sucks to be removed from Buck, as he only has a 1.5, and a lot of people are asking for him to get a 2, at least a 2.0 on him, but right now that's not a thing, and Buck is not a thing in this round either, it's just Sledge. And we have to see how they are going to be able to deal with this. And also Mario right now, he's left on his lonesome in this statuary area, and he's going to be able to fight Aza here, and he does get that fight as he's dropped to about 60 HP. Merlin here as well, and Levent is back up Mario, so I'm liking this teamwork here from DNMK. This could be very big, but Leventus gives away his position, and if he wallbangs to the left, he can pick up this Zoff Merlin. Don't know where they are, and Mario's fallen back off of the site. And there it is, just a little bit of teetering, back and forth, Aza falls, that's a big frag to put, that's the main fragger. And Mario, he's whiffing, but in the end he walks into his bullets, but the trades are there, 3 versus 3 as Leventus and Mario fall, those are both the Romans. And now everyone else is just back on site. 1 minute 20 seconds on the clock. Moss, Merlin, and JJ. DNMK do have the health advantage here. And they also have the advantage of time. Oh, sorry, yawning. Little tired. But 1 minute on the clock. Tribe Simba, DNMK. A very interesting round indeed.
I want to draw attention to the differences in the roam game coming out from Tribe Simba and from DNMK, because the Tribe Simba one was kind of wishy-washy, it's kind of here and there, but we can see from DNMK, when they're roaming, they are holding each other's crossfires, they are getting trades, they are making sure if a body goes down, there's one to get the trade back and make sure the man advantage doesn't just go in an avalanche to the side of Tribe Simba. Here they are though facing the same challenges that they were showing DNMK, in that they are impacting the vault here. His feet Merlin are just getting absolutely destroyed. We can't find anything just yet. So we go into the execute here. 20-second method big. Make that 14-second meta, as there's still quite some utility on the side of DNMK to prevent this. A C4 goes out from Jason. It gets DJ Meister, and then they all fall there to the MPX. Moss is the last one left alive and is felled by this well-positioned shot here. Look at that.
That's just crosshair placement right there being shown from Jason, and that is DNMK taking back the lead. And that is a very interesting round from Tribe Sim and DNMK. They played it very quickly in the beginning, but slowed down towards the end. And DNMK, like I said, now that they're on the defense, they are poised in a very good position to win this game.
They are indeed, and the similarities are still coming out between these two teams, because DNMK on Cafe, they started on attack, and like you said, the action was coming out quick, they were taking map control, but then they suffered when it came to the execute phase. Same story here for Tribe Simba's first attack on Villa. They did take some good control of the map, forcing those roamers in Mario and I think it was Crushers away from that side of the trophy side of the map. But then when it came down to the execution, they just kind of failed. So hopefully they are able to fix that up so that they can bring back the momentum in their favor. They won 3 rounds in a row. Now DNMK have won their 3 rounds. No, the 2 rounds in a row. So if they win this one, it's going to be the 3rd one, and then the momentum is just going to build from there. I want to see Tribe Simba, bring out the Monty. Where's the Monty?
They do need the Monty. It really seems like that. And Jason bringing out a shield of his own, being the Clash. Jason's doing very well. He's a support. He's 7-3, Mario 8-4. We are yet to see Dan do much heavy lifting on the fragging side, but then again, he doesn't need to do anything. What am I even talking about? He's the support player. He's on the mute. He doesn't have to be playing those fragging ops. He's doing all he needs to do, giving intel and helping out the fraggers of Crushers and Leventis. Tribe Simba, they have Aza though, and he has sleep. He's 5-6 right now, doing the best on his team and doing the best he can to just give Tribe Simba everything they need to win this game. But DNMK, they are in the lead yet again, only faltering for a little bit. They were losing 2-3, but after that they said, all right, okay, that's enough playing around. Let's get the game back under control. And that's exactly what they did. 2 minutes on the clock, 3-4, and DNMK on defense, they look in a good position to win this round out and win out this game. If they're able to pick up this round, I do think that the game is probably over there. But Tribe Simba, they are yet to show us more of their attacks. They've only shown us one, and it was a pretty good attack. It just all fell apart towards the end. Jason, he's slowing them down on his Clash, playing inside of the astronomy area, and I'm just liking this defense. I'm liking this game. It's a very interesting game to see Tribe Simba and DNMK, 2 very different play styles meeting each other. It's always just a very interesting game.
Absolutely. Jason there on the Clash is taking a leaf out, he's taking a page out of the playbook of ATK. We saw Sir Pancake being an absolute thorn in the side of Vibin, and they just were not able to do the Clash whatsoever. This time, we'll see what the Tribe Simba have an answer for him, as they do have a Nomad, they do have a Zofia, 2 operators who are well poised to deal with the Clash. Right now though, they will have to deal with Leventis. He's on this deep roam downstairs, and he's trying to find an opening pick for his team, trying to simplify things and make the man count go in his favor. Right now he's playing alone though. I praised DNMK for having crossfires and for having trades. Right now he's playing alone, so Leventis, if he goes down, he's gonna set back his team a lot. Right now the three players on the attack were trying to get this Clash, and finally it's too much for her. She falls, as do Merlin and Crusher. So right now it's all on to DNMK as they are in the man advantage. Aza is down, so it's a 2v3 here for Tribe Simba. We go into the last 30 seconds. A decision has to be made. Will you get the kill? Okay, yeah, Moss gets it. I thought he was going to miss it. Will you get the kill? Will you pick up Aza? Will you go for the execute? What's going to be the order of things you do here as Tribe Simba?
15 seconds remaining.
15 seconds on the clock. Aza's still on the ground, but he's going to be picked up very shortly, and he's back up on the board. And it's a 3 versus 1, all down to Dandaman. And he has a double kill in this round so far. And this is a very winnable round. And he picks up the defuser. He should have stuck the defuse. He just has to hide now. 2 seconds. 1 second. And there's no time. And he picks up the kill. Even Moss unable to thread the needle and get the kill. And Dandaman holds out in a 3 versus 1 with his beautiful gold charm. And that's exactly what we like to see. Moss asking for a pause. They need to stop this momentum from DNMK now.
Oh my goodness, that was the closest round that we've had by far. It was just back and forth, the kills going on both ways. But eventually, I think at the end there was a mistake from Tribe Simba. Whoever had the diffuser, I think it was JJ Meister. I feel like he should have planted because they were on one of the bomb sites when Dandeman was on the other one. They had a bit of separation from him and his shotgun and his SMG-11. Two weapons that don't do well long range. So I feel like maybe they should have attempted the plant. Maybe they were aware that he had a C4 in his pocket. I'm not entirely sure why they decided to run through that doorway and then just get felled by him. But good on him to secure his team yet another round, and it's 5-3 for DNMK.
5-3 for DNMK. They look to be running away with this one right now as a tactical timeout from Tribe Simba to just try and regroup, try and slow down DNMK and all of their momentum as well. Here we go. Looks like we're going to be getting back into the action very, very shortly as everyone is ready. And here we go. Round 9. What's your prediction here?
It's tough to say. It's difficult to say. I did favor Tribe Simba when they were on the defense a lot more than I do when they are on the attack. So I'm going to have to say that DNMK are going to take this. Because when we were switching halves, you said, Sunset, that you favor DNMK because of their strats. And just from those two defending rounds we've seen, I think the defending strats are superior. So it's going to be a 2-0 from me, dog. How about you?
2-0 definitely. I don't think Tribe Simba, with the position they're in right now, are going to be able to pick up any more rounds. But the thing is that last round was so close, it was all down to the shoulders of Dan the Man. Like, if they were able to win that round,
yeah,
we could probably see overtime. But due to the fact that them losing that round, I don't see them being able to come back from that maybe right now, as they're in such a bad position. Crushers, he is trying his best to get this Melusi, but he's just staring at a wall instead. It's not going to be so close. You had it there. And there it is. Finally, Crush is getting that Melusi on into that bath. And yeah, make sure you don't turn on the tap, because electronics and water don't go too well, Mr. Crushers. But what's not going too well right now is Tribe Simba and their attacks. They've lost 2 attacks in a row after a pretty decent half and then 3-3. Aza, he's coming up alive. And what is that try? Is that a Goyo shield that was burnt by accident? I think that might have been a mistake on the part of Mario, as I think it might have been stood on or something? I have no idea what happened. Maybe it was shot by accident?
I have no idea how it happened, because I didn't hear a gunshot either. So that's one less thing that Tribe Simba have to worry about, and they need every single advantage they can get as they go into this attacking round. They will be trying to attack the dining and kitchen bomb site, which, like we said about Villa, this is a strat heavy and a utility heavy map. So DNMK are in a good position to win it. However, it could be good for Tribe Simba, because if they have the strategy to attack the map, then they could eke something out and get maybe an advantage, though that's probably not the right play there. Moss almost getting himself killed. And he actually does get killed by Dan the Man, who's playing from downstairs. He's just so good at challenging these vertical angles with those SMG-11s. It's all up to Ledo though, and it's gone so quickly. Nearly half the round is left, and he is no more, as he seemed to lag out a little bit there. But all the 5 bodies of Tribe Simba just falling so quickly in a span of less than a minute means that we are going to match point for DNMK, and they are on match point for the second time in this best of 3.
Match point and map point. This is tournament point for Tribe Simba, as this, if they lose this, they're out, then they're gone, and that'll be all she wrote for Tribe Simba. So they are just hanging on by their last little finger right now. And Thatcher gonna be played, maybe yes, no. Depends on what Moss is feeling, and it looks like Thatcher is going to be played indeed. And well, Habana being your primary hard breacher is not something you can depend on too much, because she can't open really as much as you'd like her to. I do like her recent rework, which gives her a lot more usefulness, but depending on her being your hard breacher is not the best thing. I'd rather bring like an ace or even both. And Thermite always just being a superior hard breacher, he can open up a full wall. So I do like him, and he's a little bit more than Habana in terms of just hard breaching. But Habana, I like her if she's brought with her as a secondary hard breacher, because she has a lot to provide with a great gun being a Type 89, those flashbangs, and also just her pellets, which can open up a lot of different lines of sight and a little crawl space. Just she's very good, but not as a primary hard breacher.
She does shine in the field of versatility, as that rework enables her to open so much. Even getting so many hatches is quite the breeze now. But there will be no Ace, as he was banned, of course. And there will be no Thermite either. Maybe a personal preference from JJ Meister. And we go here into what could be potentially the last we see of Tribe Simba in this tournament. 6-3 match point for DNMK. So Tribe Simba have to make sure they play absolutely perfectly from here on out and get themselves 3 rounds in a row to equalize and take us to OT and hopefully to theme park. Right now, though, they are set up in such a way to attack Aviator games. There is some pressure coming from Study, and I believe there is some pressure coming out from the Master Bedroom side of things. But right now, however, it will be a roam clear here as they are looking for the Ventus. He takes some shots in the back, flicks around, turns around, doesn't find anyone, and surely he's going to fall momentarily as they have his number.
I do have his number, but right now DNMK have Tribe Simba's number as they're on the back foot. They're against the wall. Jason Levent is taking a little bit of damage, but in the end it's a double kill coming out from Ventus and Dandaman, picking up 2 of their own. Aza and Merlin off the board. That's all the soft breaching off the board basically. So that's not a good thing. And just losing players right now is not a good thing, as the only thing they have to show for is a little bit of damage done to Jason and Leventus, but not enough to take them down just yet. 3-6, 1 minute on the clock, 3v5. DNMK, they're looking strong. They're looking very strong. And Tribe Simba, they're looking bland right now. No new flavors, like you'd like to say, that they're bringing into the mix. Leto, he's down 2 versus 5 now, 1 minute on the clock, and it's a great shot from Dan, and it's all down to the leader, the captain of the team, Moss, on the Thatcher. No hard breach for him even. 1 versus 5 triple for Dandaman, and there it is, 50 seconds, 1 versus 5. Tribe Simba are falling, they're crumbling. But DNMK, look at this, I love seeing this. They're not giving him any. They're just going to hold him here, 30 seconds on the clock. Look at that line.
They have 3 people watching the same angle here, and short of a miracle or something along the lines of divine intervention, I think no prayers are going to be answered tonight for Tribe Simba, as there are only 20 seconds left here. GG's already coming out in the chat preemptively as Moss takes some bit of damage, has to find 5 and then plant the diffuser, but no, not a single one gives himself to his gun there. It's all over, and it's over in flawless fashion for DNMK. Crushes secures the last round and they win 7-1 on Cafe, 7-3 on Villa. Ciao, adios. That is all you'll see of Tribe Simba.
That is that. DNMK, they head on into the next round. I'm not too sure who they're going to be versing, but they're going to be versing. And hopefully we'll be seeing a better game for them, because that is their first win in this tournament, actually. Because they were unable to win anything in group stages, but they were able to win that there. So thank you all for watching. And before everyone leaves, make sure to go to our Twitter page, go to the pinned tweet, and submit who you think is going to win after today's games, because Regicide, they're looking hella strong.
Ooh,
and
yeah.
My pick might be mistaken here.
I just want Regicide to go against ATK for the poetic side of things, because
Yes,
ATK
please.
are known as the kings of the scene, and Regicide obviously means killing a monarch. That would be a storyline and a half. But thank you so much to all of you who have been watching from the very beginning. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you so much for getting us across that 500 subscriber mark this weekend. That is such a huge achievement to us here at WLE. And we will be seeing you in a bit, because the next weekend is going to be Easter. So everyone just relax and have a good time with your families. and the players will be resting as well. So we'll be seeing you the weekend after that.
Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you all later. Adios.
Cheers.